Hi, this is Tino. Welcome to my tutorial. So today I am going to do the lips, and this made out of chrome. It's matte chrome. I also will do the snake for you, and I also will demonstrate a red matte chrome with black ombre. It's a fairly simple tutorial, and it has a little bit to do with drawing skill, quite a bit. So that's why I'm going to demonstrate these two. But before we start it, if you haven't joined yet, this is a WhatsApp group that you can join every time that we go on live. We go on here to alert everybody. You can take a screenshot of this. Also, if you have our broadcast channel at Voltino Official, on both pages, we also give the same alert. And I'm about to join Premiere Show, so I write the information down on my every post right here. If you click on it, in all my caption, I'm attending Premiere on Anaheim, California. So if you live there and you're attending the show and haven't registered yet, you can use my code TINOVO to get discount on your ticket. And the date will be February 23rd and 24th, which is next week. All right, let's get started. Ombre, yes. So that is a salon ready technique, is a ombre. The rest is drawing. Okay, give me a second. Let me check. Everything that I use today will be available at www.tinovo.shop. I will pin the comment down here. Hi, Maria. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start it with the thumbs. Hi, have I blind? The base color that I use will be Cream Nude. Which I just have it in the folder. I left my bottle of cream nude somewhere. Would it be? I have too much stuff. I think I lost track of one bottle. I just have it. I just painted. Give me a second. Let me find it. Okay, I have to go out and get a new bottle. I lost track of that. Give me a second. Okay, there's a bottle I'm gonna use. I lost track of my last bottle. I don't know where I put it. Probably find it later, probably somewhere stupid. Okay, so we're gonna use new bottles. And all our top gel is top coat, meaning it doesn't need, it's no white and it's shiny. It doesn't need any top coat. Okay, let's cure this. Hi, Eri. Oh, thank you, Jenna Dawes. Okay, so next step will be Teflon Matte. Can I see again? See, it's Cream Nude right here. The name is down here. Okay. So right now, I'm gonna apply Teflon Matte because all this detail gonna have chrome on. The lip gonna have chrome. It's gonna have gold cone dripping down. The snake gonna have chrome on it. So first, I have to use Teflon Matte to make sure that this background are chrome free. So I apply one layer of Teflon Matte right down here. Hi, Sophia. Yes, I love Cream Nude. It's a very fair colors. Kind of go with everything. Wait until you see the red matte. Okay, hear this. Hi, Lee Marie. Okay, so that's Teflon Matte that I just applied. And Teflon Matte is non-sticky to all chrome powders. Okay, apply that. And then we need something to draw. Something that we can adhere chrome directly. So I am gonna use my Metal Effect gel, one of my favorite. You can also use art gel. Just to demonstrate it for you, I probably use art gel first. And then for the gold here, I will use Metal Effect gel. So let's take out our art gel. Will this be available at Premiere Anaheim show? The nude will be available. Teflon Matte is a must. It's available anywhere. I bring it to all of my show. People always love Teflon Matte. Okay, so I'm gonna use these two to do chrome design. Both of these gel can adhere chrome. Now this is a little thinner and more opaque, so you have to draw thinly the Metal Effect gel. The art gel, if you draw a little thick, that's fine too, and it cell level very well. It's a little heavier. So I would say that when people draw, they're more comfortable with this consistency. But a lot of people love art gel and the feel of it. So it just depends on what kind of feeling you like to have with your material. So I'm going to use both. First, I'm going to use red art gel. I'm going to use that to draw the lips. Okay, I have to choose my brush now. The brush that I would choose would be a small brush. I would like a 7mm details. This one. Small, sharp, even though the lips are pretty thick. And I normally would choose an emboss brush. Like this. Which is more voluminous. But the shape of the lip is very defined, and with one wrong move, it could make the lip very unattractive. So I would like to choose a detail brush to ensure that all the curve and everything is just right. Okay, so we're gonna draw this lip first. Hi, Marie. I would like to clean it also. Hi, Emboss. Okay, good. Okay, now it's all clean. I'm gonna go ahead and load the brush. Okay, now stroke it in. Thank you, Rosa. Okay. So, let's start with the lip first. I would like to draw the inside of the lip first, which is one curve, very easy. And then a V shape right here. And then we're gonna go ahead and curve down on both sides. Now the bottom lip is a little more complicated. We'll go through it later. Let's draw the top lips. Acetone alcohol, I'm using this. So before I use acetone, sometimes it's alcohol. And what happened is, it's great, especially acetone. It can melt the gel very fast. However, sometimes people have different brand of brushes because Voltino brush are acetone proof. But sometimes they have other brushes that are not acetone proof, and it cannot destroy the brush. Alcohol with longer use is also would dry the brush out. So that's why I developed this formula. And this brush conditioner is actually oil-based. Oil-based meaning you can just have a little bit like this and it never will evaporate on you. Versus acetone or alcohol, within 5 minutes, it all will be evaporate. So an oil base, when I cleansing it like this, it melt the gel very fast. What's that one thing I love about it? The other thing I love about it is the oil in this formula. It will condition your brush at the same time when you wash it. And another great thing about it is this oil are gel safe. It doesn't make your gel chips. So that is what I use right now to clean my brush. Good question. Hi, Tanya. Is Tara in yet? I haven't seen Tara. She's probably busy. That's awesome. I have to try that cleaner. Yes, everybody loves that cleaner. And it's not just a cleaner. I built it as a cleaner, but then later on, I found out that when I use like clay dough, you know, to mold and smoothen it out before I use alcohol. And sometimes the alcohol is make it's melted the clay dough, the gel, and then it gets stuck on my brush sometimes when I use that. But not a problem when I use a brush cleaner, the brush conditioning cleaner. And when I apply on it, it's so smooth and it doesn't get dried out. So I like that for different things like that too. Thank you, Tanya. Okay, this is gonna be the bottom of the top lip. This is the point right here. It's going to go down. Okay. And you don't want it to go down too far. You just want about right here. Okay, because remember that the T gonna be right here. Okay. And then a little bit black down here is the inside of the mouth. So if your lip going down too far, meaning the T gonna be bigger, like horse T, and you don't want that. So just a moderate. With the mystery box available for March, it will be available before March, in a week. It will be available before I headed to the show. I'm going to the show next Thursday. Just like that, okay? Dramatic, but not too big. So my T gonna be about right here, okay? Now I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna give it a little space. So decide how thick you want your lips is. And give it a V shape, like this. There. Show is a premiere Anaheim show in California. Anaheim is near LA. So if you attend in the show, use 𝙤𝙤 as the discount code. I don't know if you go to a premiere beauty show, but it's one of the biggest shows, especially on the West Coast. Anaheim premiere also go to Orlando in June. So you just flush it out, just going down like that. Now you color it in. For color, you can use a different brush if you like. I just use a detail brush just to make sure that all of my curve and all that are on point. If not, it's gonna be unattractive. But for coloring, you can use Emboss Brush, or you can use the coloring brush. Emboss Brush is a little longer. Let's use coloring brush. Oh, Lana plan to go Orlando. You're gonna like it. It's big too. It's a big show. Yeah, you're gonna be in Orlando, Sorcerer? I'm gonna be there. But first, I'll be in Anaheim. See, when it comes to drawing, Metal Effect Gel is actually easier to draw, but a lot of people are comfortable with art gel because of this quality. It's very smooth. It's heavier than Metal Effect for sure, but very smooth. So it smooth out immediately. Now let's draw the bottom of the lips. So I'm gonna take back my 7mm details. Mary say I will be at all 4 premiere show. I'm gonna see you in all 4 show. That means Anaheim, San Antonio, Sacramento, Orlando. Oh, and Columbus. I think it's 5. Okay. This is the middle of the top lip. It's go up a little bit. Okay. This right here is the size of the lips. Okay. So it's actually from here, it's going down, it's going out and right here. Right across. So I'm going to go up a little bit. And from here, I'm curving it just a little bit. Curve a little bit more. That's it. It's like a it's like this. One curve, another curve. But not that dramatic. So I kind of do this. Same thing. Just less dramatic. Yeah, San Antonio. This gonna be the 3rd year that it's coming to San Antonio. It's very decent too. Okay, so the bottom lip, so I have to look at the top lip. It's like this. So the bottom is gonna be a little bigger than the top, about right here. I'm going across just to give it a little space in the middle before I start curving up. Hi, Maria. You in I'm in San Antonio. Hope to see you there. Oh yes, Recreation Nails. You will see me there. And for anybody that will go to any future premiere show, wait for my discount code. To use my discount code, I'm pretty sure it's 𝙤𝙤. I actually would request for them to use 𝙤𝙤 as a discount code to all the show, so you guys can remember that. Just capital 𝙤𝙤. You get a discount when you buy a ticket. Oh, this is exciting. Do you see how I use my detail brush to color it like this? That is what I have to do back in the old day. But now today, this is what I do. I take the curling brush. And if you wash this, it's actually easier because it carries more gel. When you have to paint a lot, it can save a lot of time. Okay, wait for it. Wait for the bottom to level out before you put it into the lamp. Look back to see. Okay. And if it takes a long time to level, you can add a little more gel on here. Just a little bit more. Probably need more gel for it to level well. I probably applied it too thin. That. And then you just wait a little bit. How about your Spanish? Get better? I haven't studied yet. It's the same. I still speak Spanish the same way, which I don't know if that's good or not. The detail brush to color was crazy. I know. I like this brush to color a lot. It's just easier for you to colors. But before I use liner brush to colors. Hear this? So I'm gonna finish the lip first, and then I go ahead and do the snake after. So it's not confuse you. So I'm gonna do the lip and the gold and everything, and then I'm gonna do the snake. Okay, so that's red art gel. I'm gonna take out my red chrome so I can chrome it. Thank you, Nickies. Okay, wait for it. Okay, so with red chrome, I'm gonna apply over. And it's gonna stick to my art gel. But the background, I already have Teflon Matte. I can just dust it off. See, it's keep the background all clean. Because I use this first. So now the chrome is only stick to my art gel. And I will take a clean size of the applicators and I will rub over it just to remove any further excess dust. Right now, let's do the drips too. Okay, so people will ask, well, Tino, if you're gonna draw the drips and put gold chrome on it, isn't gold chrome will stick on the red? And the answer is no. As long as you rub this chrome on the lip very thoroughly. So all the space for chrome is already been taken. Therefore, if you rub on gold, it's not gonna stick. Like this. See gold? If you rub on the red, dust it off, it's not gonna stick, okay? But if you were to put red on very sparingly, what happens is there's gonna be spacing in here, and when you rub the gold chrome on, it will stick on. So make sure that the red you rub on very thoroughly. So all the space will be taken. Therefore, the lip will be chrome proof to a certain point, just like the background is. So for the drip, I am gonna use this metal fat gel. Chrome doesn't stick to chrome. It doesn't as long as you chrome this well. Make sure that all the space in this gel is taken by the red. Because if you just do a little bit, then there's gonna be more space available for the gold. So make sure that, just like a piece of tape. If you take a piece of tape and you put like all dust on it, if it's really, really dusty, it's not gonna be able to stick anymore. But if it just have a little dust, then more things gonna be able to stick on that tape. So it's the same things. Because chrome, it doesn't stick on chrome, it stick on gel. So make sure all the gel stick with red chrome. So gold chrome cannot stick on itself. Now let's use this metal effect gel. So metal effect gel, unlike art gel, only available in black and white. This gel is specifically designed for chrome. And the chrome, I would say, is tiny bit shinier than art gel, but you wouldn't even notice it. The only thing you will notice differently with metal effect gel is the consistency. Okay, hi Pixie Dust. The first nail looked like you used pigment for the shadow. No, I did not. I used sheer black. Oh, it's so good. You just wait for it. Wait for it. It's so good. It looks so real. Look at that. No, I use sheer black. I'll show you later. Okay, so I'm gonna draw drips now. One line going down. This black metal effect. Hi, Ava. Okay, this line is shorter, of course. Okay, just a little shorter. This one is really short on this side. Okay. Then you're gonna follow this edge right here. Okay, now come down here and curve. Make sure that there's no edges. Curve. Give it a slight curve. Then color it in. And remember, very thin. You don't want it to be too thick. Like this. Now, up here, I'm gonna make a curve too, but a little higher. Like that. Right here, give it a little curve. Oh no, you don't need to put a 2 coat of Teflon Matte at all. Just remember the concept that chrome doesn't stick on itself. It's only stick on gels. So if you put a red chrome on, like metal effect gel, and then you go ahead and put red chrome on, and then you use like the same gel to draw, but then the chrome stick on the red gel, on the red chrome, it's actually not sticking on the red chrome. It's just sticking on all the empty space that the gel underneath have. So make sure you chrome this very well with the red chrome first. So now I finished with my drips. I'm gonna clear that, and then I'm gonna apply gold chrome on. Okay, clear this. You're welcome, Rainbow Love. Okay, then we're gonna put gold chrome on. Hi, Tara. Tara was in the shower. Let me go ahead and moderate you, Tara. Add as moderators. So far, we use this for foundation. And we use Teflon Matte to block chrome. The lips, we proceed to use red art gel. And the drip, we use black metal effect gel, just for them to see the difference between the two gels. Or both cannot hear chrome. And that's pretty much it so far. Chrome I use is red and gold. De nada, mi amigas. Gracias, uricanto. How do you get your product here in Colombia? Oh, we ship worldwide. Luna, we ship around the world. Anywhere in the world. Okay, ready to see it? So the red, I have chromed it very thoroughly. Okay. Rub it just a little bit. Thank you, Rainbow Loves. Thank you, Leia. Okay, ready? Do you see that? The background is obviously chrome free, but also the red chrome is chrome free too. Now, dust it up. See that? Now, if you're scared, then you just do it very carefully. Try not to touch the red, but just make sure that if you apply red chrome very thoroughly, then it's not gonna stick on the red again. The gold not gonna stick on the red. See how neat it is? You don't need to apply Teflon Matte again. Anywhere that are chrome, see the gold, it doesn't stick on the red. So if you apply the gold on and it stick on, it not stick on the red, it stick on the gel behind it because there's space. So right now, I'm gonna draw the T. All the special effects are done. You just have to start drawing now. So I'm gonna fill in white first for the T. So I'm gonna take out my white and black art gel. White here, black here. Use white first. Okay, this brush, this is how I cleanse it. On the paper towel, I wipe the gel off. Wipe it off so it doesn't contaminate your cleanser that much, because a little bit like this, I can use all day. I can go all day with just this little amount. Come back, clean up the excess, and you're ready. Dip in the white. I always twirl it around to saturate into my brush and then shook it out to make my brush thinner. Oh, you think about Rihanna, Tiff? What is that liquid called? This is a brush conditioner. It's called conditioning cleanser because it's conditioning and cleansing at the same time. It's on my website on the essential category. About half of the nails. Do one line through. And then you would trace your white gel around the curve. And then you fill it in. Keep the detail brush to fill in because this space is very small. Stop. Here for 60 seconds. Really? I like Rihanna. She's very high fashion. And very beautiful in general. Just like her face is beautiful even without makeup or anything. Okay. We're done with white. So let's start with black art gel for details. Okay, that's enough. You don't have to full here. Black art gel, take it out. Roll it in, stroke it out. Okay, this spacing down here gonna be tricky. Draw one straight line through first. Make sure you keep your brush nice and sharp. Not too much gel. it needs to be sharp so it can squeeze in all these narrow passages right here. If it's not sharp, it's gonna be very messy for you. Keep it sharp. See all these tricky areas that are very narrow? A sharp brush will guide you right through. There. Now draw your teeth line, which means you will need to stroke it through the palette several more times. Because you need this to be really sharp, really thin. So stroke it out. Okay. Now use only the tip of your brush. No pressure, touch and drag. You see that line? Let me show you that line. See that? If you give it just a little pressure, it will be horrible. It will be like the gap, the T gap. Touch lightly, stroke it through. Touch lightly, stroke it through. And then if it's too thin, you can go back. Just not very thick. See that? Now go ahead and clear. And the next step will be amazing. We use sheer black. You see this? You see this shadow right here? It looks so real. We use sheer black. Okay, so cleanse this. I'm using coloring brush. Clean this. Wipe it. Take some sheer black out. Okay. Dip it in. Stroke it out. Okay, ready? Let me zoom in so you can see the magic. Not like right now, it doesn't look good, but this gonna add in a slight effect for it to make it look so realistic. A shadow for it. Okay, now you clear. Yeah, that's sheer black. Sheer black I use for shadowing and shading. It's one of the shading gel that I use. I use it a lot. Before sheer black, I stick to shadow. Shadow is a polish. So you can go all the way really thick with shadow. Not really thick, but you can like polish with shadow like this. You can polish with shadow like that. But the thing is, shadow can blend. So if you apply really thin, it will give you a shade too. But right now, since I got sheer black, I use sheer black. So I don't have to try to like stroke it really thin or anything like that. Shadow have about 75% coverage. And sheer black have 50% coverage. And sheer black make me feel very comfortable every time that I have to shade. Now, we're gonna draw the snake, okay? So I will tell you which one I do first, because a lot of people look at this would think that I do white first, but no. I actually draw them all red first, so I can chrome it. Then I will draw white and black on it. Because if I draw white and black first, then when I chrome, it will stick onto my white and black, so I have to put on another coat of Teflon Matte, which is not smart. So you rather use this background, which already chrome free because it's already have Teflon Matte on it. So now I can just apply red first for the snake, and then I can draw on the snake. So we're gonna use our red art gel again. And this time, the snake, it doesn't have detail like the lip, so I will use a different brush. I will use my Emboss Brush. It's like the liner brush, but it's thicker. It allows me to give a thicker stroke. Hi, Viva Lisas. Okay, stroke it in. Twirl it around. Okay, let's draw. So the snake, I would go around the lips. So the head gonna be right here. So I want it to curve like this. And I want it to curve all the way around. And I want to go back, curve up. So down here, I can give this one curve. Okay, so that's how I want to draw my snake. So now we're gonna go back and finesse it. Thank you, Pixie does. ℏ𝙏 jelly colors. What are the best way to use them? So it used to build, so you can build like 3D design, all the embossed design out of it. Now Yukio, Hatino and Dustin and everyone. Hi Yukio. Okay. The tail may be just a little bit smaller. Okay, I will stop right here and I'm gonna cure. Now, red chrome on the snake also. So that's actually how I did my snake. If you notice, I don't just start out and draw it all the way through. I started out, I discover where my head is. I go down a little bit, then I make one curve. I go back and make another curve. Another curve. So 1, 2, 3. Curve down. So when I figure all that out, then I go back and I finesse the thickness of the body to make sure that it's nice and even. So it's actually a two-step process for a beautiful snake. For an unattractive snake, you can just start wherever. Now let's go ahead and apply red chrome. Hi, Bossy Beauties. Now, the red chrome here, the background here, everything is chrome free except for the teeth. Remember, we draw in the teeth with art gel and shadow. Now that chrome can stick on that, so be careful, don't touch that. You can touch anywhere else. Like this, chrome not gonna stick onto the nude. See, all gone. Just make sure you don't touch the teeth. Yeah, this is a cute snake that's melted to the madness. I teach you how to do cute snake, beautiful snake. But you don't have to make it beautiful. If you want it to be beautiful, it has to be a two-step process. Okay, an empty shadow applicator. Go on I rub it one more time just to make sure all dust is gone. There's some red stain right here. It stained the background. When I dust through it with a clean shadow applicator, it's gone also. So make sure you use a clean shadow applicator to go back. That will make it more shiny. Hi, impressed nails. Okay, we are ready to draw. We're gonna pick white art gel first. Yes, Tia, you can see it later. Right now, you can ask questions, and then later you can rewatch to refresh your memories. Let's use 7mm details for this. Okay, so let's draw the head first. So I'm gonna match the neck right here. I'm gonna match it. But I'm gonna go out and then go in like half of the football. Kind of like that. Or like a Christmas light. Just make it slightly bigger. Just a little bigger. That. See that? Like that. Now, I'm gonna go and actually let's elongate it just a little bit. That. Color in. Okay. Now, jump a little bit distant and draw a section of the body colored white. I'm gonna frame first, then I'm gonna put in colors. Then jump a little bit right here. Frame first. 1, 2. Trace along the body. Be very careful with this part right here. Don't make it bigger than the body. Then put a dot of gel in and then drag it to fill it. Drag it around. Again, jump a little distance. Draw in 2 lines. Now be very careful. Thank you, 𝙑𝙤𝙧𝙖𝙬 Trace the body. Be very careful. Don't go out of line. Add a white dot right in the middle. You can clean your brush if you want to, and then use a brush to drag the bead of gel around to fill it. Jump to here. Actually, I don't need to jump anymore. There's some white gel right here. I'll clean this. Okay. Down here, same thing. I'm gonna start with the tail first. I love using the product for my art and sculpture. Thank you, Kat. Okay, so it's gonna be white. Jump a little bit, draw in 2 lines. And then trace along the body. Be very careful, don't go out of line. Add a bit of gel right here. And after I add it, you see I have a lot of gel on my brush. I always like to wipe out the excess so my brush is skinny. So when I spread it around, I don't get worried that my gel gonna go crazy on me. Gonna spill and drip and all that. That is like my habit. I do it again. Jump a little bit, draw in 2 lines. Then trace along the body. Add in a little bit of gel. Make sure your brush are nice and neat. Then you can drag that bead around. It's a painting concept that I use for everything. Hear this. Look like a coral snake. So after this, I'm gonna apply black. The white is done. So here comes the black art gel. Okay, let's do the black. Roll it in. I always roll it just at first and then stroke it out. So that will help the gel to saturate your brush. And then you don't have to roll it again until the next colors. So I am going to paint a black part right in the head. So like that. Little tongues if you want. And then you're going to trace the white part. And I'm going to draw a line right in the middle. There. And then trace it. Okay, now everything you do is easy until this point. This is not easy. This outlining is for professional and intermediate. Beginner will have a little struggle with this. So this is something that worth practicing for beginners. So everything is easy. Drawing the lip is easy. Drawing the T is easy. Even little line right here is easy. Shadowing, super easy. Chroming, all the chroming along, you know, the step, the special effect product, you can whip it out. Very easy. But now when it comes to outline, there is no trick for this. You need to be able to control pressure well. Pressure meaning you know how to use the brush, the head of your brush, and you can control the pressure. If you give too much pressure, it's gonna be thick, thicker. And if you give too little, it's gonna be really, really thin. That's it. That's just as simple. And it just takes practice. You just have to draw enough that you can handle the difference between pressure. And the trick, not trick, but the key here is have even constant pressure. You can go thick if you want. You can go thin if you want, but the key here is they all have to be either thick or thin. They couldn't be a little thick right here, a little thin right here. That's inconsistent. So this outline is talking, which are not recommended to do at home. The next outline gonna be no talking, to see if it's prettier. Okay, so I definitely like the no talking line more than the talking line. Let me go in and paint in a little stripe in the middle first. And why I'm doing that, I will explain for you about the breathing concept. So when people do this, they breathe very shallow, very light, because when you breathe or talk a lot, your shoulder move and your chest move, right? So when everything on your upper body move like that, it can affect your design. It can make it a little shaky or so. But that's not all of it, because I obviously can talk and design at the same time, because with a lot of practice, your hand will be more steady. So why is the line that I draw when I'm not talking is still better? It's because of focus. Now, when it comes to design, especially line work like this, a lot of people think that only the hand stability can affect them, but that's just a very small part. The other part is focus. You see, when I'm talking, my focus are divided. So when I'm not focused, meaning my pressure can be slightly inconsistent. Now, how noticeable it is based on how good I am. See, I've been drawing for a long time. So even if I make a slight change in my pressure, you're not gonna notice it, but I do. I notice it. So when I'm not talking, I have complete and absolute focus in my line. Therefore, the pressure is very constant, it's very well controlled. So when you do your line work, even when you're not talking or making conversation with anyone, if you listen to music, if you watching TV while you're designing, I guarantee you it's not gonna be as nice as when you work in silence with absolute focus. And that's also is a training within itself. Is people need to train to focus more, because a lot of people are not focused, very distracted. You can be like that if you do this for a long time, if you have very well control of your craft. But beginner have to concentrate, have to pay attention. Oh, let me see if there's a question. I use multiple steps for my sculpture and painting. I'm so new to art. It's easier to use than pouring resin. Yeah, it's the same thing if you want to think about it. Just because I draw it on a nail surface, that doesn't mean that it's limited to just nail. Unless it's polished. Now, if it's polished, yeah, it's just for nail. But because polish chip and all that, and it needs top coat and all that. Now, when it comes to gel, it's really all of this is resin. The only thing different about this is it creates safer. So, like hammer, you ever heard of hammer? So it's not very healthy for people. So the only difference is the gel creates. So it's safe for people to put their hand in their mouth, to put their nail in their mouth or near their skin, and it not cause them any allergic reaction. That's the only difference. But when it comes to surfacing, it can be on any surface. Cure this. Now, for a tougher surface like mirror or metal, then you just have to know how to prep. Prepping is basically like when you paint in a wall, you have to prep it first, and if you don't prep it, it's gonna chip easy. It's like that with a tough surface like metal or glass. But like on wood, on plastic, on resin, it's adhere very, very well. I love to hear about your journey to become a nail artist. Your work are unique and beautiful. Thank you. My journey in art overall, not in nail art. Nail art are like an accident. I chose the nail industry. But since I was a little boy, I always drawn to art. When I talk about art, I'm not talking about just color and drawing and painting. I'm talking about layering. I like music. I like poetry. So I just like everything that are artsy. I'm into that when I was little. So I have a lot of time to practice. When I first start out, it's not like I start out and I have this amazing talent that allow me to do anything. I just start out with a love for it, an obsession to recreate, to see something beautiful and able to replicate it. That's my passion. That is how I started out. And then the more obsessive I am, the more I have a lot of practice into the craft. Apply one coat up, mat it. And like people say, the more practice, the better you get. And that's true. That's true, except for if someone were to be forced to practice, they're not going to be good. Because if they're doing it and they're not paying attention to it, it doesn't help. But if someone really like art, the more they practice, the more they have trial and error, the better they get. Like when I'm designing, I notice that the first thing that I drill, and then I repeat it the second time always better. No fail. The more I do it, the better I get. When I was in middle school, my mom, hear this. So my mom, she's a nail tech at a salon. And when I go in, I just fell in love with the chemical, the film, and all the ladies sitting there and getting nail done. At that point, I should pay more attention because, they're crazy. The ladies are crazy. But when I was younger, I was just in love with that environment. So I asked my mom's boss if I can stay and practice, and she's not very nice to me. She say, "Oh, this is not a place for a kid to come and try out, go somewhere else and play." So I feel discouraged. So I worked in a restaurant, a Chinese restaurant, for years and a half. At that point, my mom don't even pay attention to it. She's like, "Yeah, it's not really for you. It's for females, whatever." And after a year, ironically, she have convinced my dad to go take a license so they can open salon together. So he disappeared for a year, and then we come back. My mom was testing him on his skill. Needless to say that I was there, little kid. So I approached them and I kind of take the brushes and try to design and all that while my mom and dad is, discussing about technique and such. Let's just say that when my mom see me designing, she instantly think of me in a different way. A few months later, she discussed with me about wanting to go and take my license so I can help her out at her shop. So I did. I go to California, take my nail license, and along the journey, I discover art. Because, 10, 15 years ago, people don't care about nail art. It really doesn't exist. It exists everywhere else but United States. United States, back then, they only care about French tip and color and all that. They don't care for art. If they have art, they have it on their little thumbs. So I discovered art. I started out working in Pasadena first, California, while I'm studying, and all the Mexican, all the Puerto Rican, they love me. They always come and I would design like zebra and butterfly and all that crazy thing on their nail, and they love me. So I almost stayed in California, but I decided to go back home. Okay, so the reason why I clean this first, so the surface are better for shine top coat to be on. I just take some acetone like this, and I clean the surface first. Tip say, did you reapply the gold chrome after the matte top coat on the first set of lip? Yes, I reapply shine. That's what I'm about to do now. That's why I need to clean it. See, all the chrome are matte now. The gold is matte. The red is matte. I personally like the matte red. I think it's sexy. I think it's beautiful. I want the gold to be shiny, just to have a little contrast. Luna say, in Tinovo shop, I can get your product? Yes. Yeah, you go on the website and you click on www.tinovo.shop and you can see all the products. And from watching the live, you can see which product doing what, so you can get it. Okay, let's take some shine out and shine this. Yeah, so my nail journey, even my mom, she can see the potential in me, but she did not let me fly. She very she did not, she controlled all my designing aspect just because back then when I first started out, I'm very slow, I'm very meticulous, I pay attention to quality, and she did not like that. She wanted me to be speedy, making fast money, pedicure, manicure, stuff like that. But I that's not why I signed up. I pursued nails because I want to do art. That's it. Yeah, I can do a set of acrylic and do a manicure, pedicure, but I don't love it. I love art. So after about 3 years of working with my mom, I moved out and build my own clientele. Working for about 10 years, I start to teach. I know my friend Jenny first, the first person I met. So I go around and teach with her. And then I venture out with different people, with 𝙑𝙤 and Vina, Tom, just all kind of different people. Just going around and just see how the teaching game is. Along the way, I realized that I have a gift for teaching. I didn't know that at first. I just know I like art. I'm actually very shy with teaching. I don't really want to teach because I never teach before. But the first time when I sit down and explain for people, I realized it's really need no preparation. You know, what before people teach, they need to prepare. I don't, because I already know all that knowledge. I do it in a daily basis. So when I sit down on the table, I just need to really just talk to the people and everything makes sense to them. And they love it. I love it. So we start to dive deep into the teaching game. And that's when the product come along because I'm very different. I need a special effect. I create different stuff. And that is where I will search for sponsor, but I have to be sponsored with a lot of company, not just one. Usually people only need one company to sponsor them. I need about 10. I ask everywhere for sponsoring because a product from one company is not making me happy. I discover there's this product here that I love, there's this product there that I love. So I have to have a lot of companies sponsor me, and it just makes me very uncomfortable. And that is when I met Cindy. At that point, Cindy had her own chemist, and she allowed me to utilize her chemist to make whatever I want. And that's when the magic actually happened. So my first product, of course, until this day, I still use it. Metal Effect Gel. At that point, you guys, there is nothing that can apply chrome directly on it. Nothing. At that point, people still using foil. You know, like foil gel, and then they tape gold foil on it, and it's never perfect. So I have this concept of creating something that I know why, but just have just a slight adhesion to adhere chrome on it and not polish. I don't like polish. I like gel pen. So I tell them, don't make polish for me. I don't want polish. I want a thicker consistency for drawing. That is when Metal Effect Art create. And I give it to all my students to use, and they love it. I put it online. It's sold overnight. So I start coming out with texture gels. So texture gel is opposite. It is non-cell level, so I can carve with it. Oh, again, chrome friendly, and people love it. So I just keep going. And now I have, oh my God, I couldn't even count how many special effect product I have. I have way too many. And I love every single one of them. So that's just the graduation of my journey, you know, from nail tech to nail artist to teaching and to now I manufacture product. Just a long, crazy journey. And people always say, what motivate you? What keep you motivated? And you guys, I cannot answer that question because I never once feel less motivated. I love artists. I never once feel like, oh, I want to stop. I don't want to do this. No. I love this all the way through. So I can answer what made me motivated because I love this. I can see myself hating it. Okay, so I'm gonna do this ombre right here, red chrome and black ombre. But that's how I draw the lips, and that's the order that I draw the snake. It's time for the ombre. No, I wouldn't be on tomorrow. I'll be on the day after tomorrow. So I have like a splitting headache for the past 3 days, and I don't know why. So I go to the dentist, and I discovered that the last person that doing my teeth, they filled it, but the fill crack is broke, and my teeth is deteriorate, and the nerve is dying. So now I have to do a root canal. Well, I don't have time to do a root canal because next week I am going to show. So tomorrow I have to go get it removed, like get it taken off, my teeth. And then when I come back, I have to do an implant. So that's a fun story that I have this week. I don't know if you ever have that kind of headache, but my teeth would drop all night. It made me want to cry. It really took me down. It affect my head, my shoulder, everything. So first I need a red chrome. In order to do a red chrome, I need shadow, because shadow chrome will stick directly on it. Now, if you don't have shadow at home, you can just put on a black gel polish or whatever color gel polish you want. And then you have to put on a chrome base so the chrome can stick on it. But shadow is a natural chrome base. With one coat of this, chrome will stick directly on. So every time that I need to make the whole nail chrome plainly, I just use shadow. Take this, here, and chrome. Lisa says she got 3 teeth removed, and they are now putting his implant. And yeah, I never had an implant. I feel so old. I feel so dilapidated. I always watch my dad with his implant, and you know he have all his teeth removed, so he can have cut all of them pretty bad. So he will have the whole thing put it in for him. So it's cheaper too. And every time he take, no, that's not an implant. He has something that he can take it on and off often. And it freaked me out. Every time he take it off, it freaked me out. Like all I see is nub. I feel like he's E.T. So I always have a bad impression of it, and now I'm getting implant. That's awful. Apply red chrome directly onto shadows. Yeah, he have denture. And when he take his teeth out, I always gawk at it. And then I see him put that thing in like a cup of liquid, and oh, gross. And then his mouth would look like Goofy McDuck. Is that what his name is? George McDuck. Yeah, it's very unattractive. And now I'm getting to that age, so it's a little depressing. Still 21 though. I'm still 21. Just a little ripe. It's a little ripe this year. Last year is a little fresh. This year is a little ripened. Little wilted. No way, you're too young. Yes! Still 21. No one know my real age. I'm always 21. Okay, so right now I am gonna do a series of black gel on. I'm gonna put shadow on. I'm gonna put sheer black on. I'm gonna ombre it out. You don't want to do all that on top of this. This is pure chrome. You can mess up your chrome. So you need to secure that before you do anything else. So I would like to use some top coat. You can use shine or matte, whatever you like. Let me use shine first. Okay, apply on. You can use matte too if you like. I actually don't want to matte twice. So I use shine now, later I use matte. Doesn't matter. Shine or matte doesn't matter. Hear this. Of course, my nail journey is very long. I couldn't tell you all the story in just one setting. I can tell you bits and pieces, but it's spanned out in the period of 15 years, very long. How by now it must be 16 years already. Many things happen. All good things though. I'm looking for a really shiny, no wipe top coat. Yes, I sell shined it. Scratch proof. Okay, now I am ready to put on shadows. I put on shadow first because shadow can blend well. Yeah, it's no wipe, rainbow. Okay, so I put on shadow first because shadow can apply like a typical nail polish, but you can blend it out. I'm gonna take out my ombre brush. I'm gonna blend it out. I'm gonna press it. See all the bristles spreading out. I do this so my brush is not hot. It's flexible. You want your ombre brush to be super flexible. So you want in here to be gel free too. So it can bend well. Okay. You can use your finger to spread it out a little bit if you want. Now, I don't want you to go too deep into this gel. You only need to stay right at the edge and you feather down lightly. That's it. Lightly. So, whatever you blend down is obviously a thinness, okay? So at that point, you clean your brush because you don't want too much gel on your brush. Clean it. That. Now, when you come back to it, again, I don't want you to go too deep into the gel. You just need to stay right at the edge. Now, this edge is new because I just pulling it down. So this edge is much thinner. So now I'm going to keep targeting the edge and blend it out. So this second layer going to be ultra thin. See that? Now, here. Tip, you funny. Wow, no wonder your mom didn't want you in the salon at just 10 years old. Shh. Not 10. If you calculate 21 and 15 years ago, I was like 6. Shh. Don't let people know my real age. It's a secret. Like Cher. You never know how old she is. Shh. It's secret. Okay. So, the second layer, I am going to use sheer black. Now, in a typical nail polish, what I do is after I apply my first layer, my second layer, I always apply thinness. But since I got sheer black, it's already thinner than shadow, so I'm going to use that. And if your palette is way too opaque, like if you like a pink or red and it's too opaque, then the second layer you just mix with a little top coat, so it's a little more sheer. And with that sheer thin layer, you apply over the first layer and go past it. See, go past it. Then you can go ahead and blend just right at the edge. A thin layer is really easy to blend. And the reason why it needs to be thin, because it will show you the difference between the first layer and the second layer, which you see a little red right here. Right about here, you see a little red. That's why the second layer needs to be thin, so it can show the dramatic difference, the gradients. You think I should name this Good Girl Gone Bad? I kind of like it. Good Girl Gone Bad. You have a snake though. Okay, so you can stop right here. You can apply another layer if you like. This is optional. Just depend on how well you do your ombre. But the second and third layer is really thin, so it doesn't really matter. So you can apply another layer. And then blend it right at the tips. Here, you're ready to top coat. You crazy, Rainbow Love. Oh my gosh. Should I call it forbidden fruit because of that? Yeah, a lip and a snake. That could mean so many things. A drip slip lip too. Oh my god, this is crazy. It have like hidden meaning. It's a lip dripping out gold. And then a snake right beside it. Oh, what was I thinking? I was thinking of Gucci. You guys have dirty mind. I was thinking of Gucci, that's why. Matte. Put matte on. Over this. I was thinking of Gucci, but I don't want to put a Gucci logo on it. I want just to use the Gucci essence to make a set. Hear this? Yeah, this set I have to find a way to name it. Too hot to handle? Anaconda lips? Oh, I couldn't name it. Love stripes. Passionate red love. I don't know. I would name it Savage Beauty. Or Gucci Guilty. So this is matte. So I matte this and then I just put glue on and apply red Siam crystal on for this look. So that is how I constructed this look. Forbidden kiss. Okay. Good girl got it. Okay, I like forbidden kiss. It's subtle, but very on point. For Forbidden Kiss. Or just Forbidden alone will be good too. I think this set are really sexy. I really like it. All right, everybody. So that is my design today. I have 2 more designs left. Day after tomorrow, I'll be on to do another design. 'Cause I have to leave Thursday next week. Thank you. Yeah, I like Venom Love too. I think Forbidden Kiss, yeah. It just now seen Rainbow Love just point out the true meaning behind it. It's make me think differently. It kind of drive my imagination wild. Nay say, yay, what I win? You win nothing. Nothing because, oh my God. See, I like the name she give, and now I owe something. Oh my God, Tara. I have to think of a different name. King Snake on Venomous. Oh, this snake is not venomous? Because of the snake. Yes, Leia, thank you. I'm a little nervous at the dentist tomorrow, but I manage it. I would name it Forbidden. I like Forbidden. I like that. Or An Affair to Remember. That's also a good name. An Affair to Remember. Kind of like Rocky Horror Picture Show. You know, I never watched that show. I will watch it. I never watch it. Yeah, I'm gonna name it An Affair to Remember. This snake better be venomous. Oh, that's right. If it's not venomous, then it's edible. It has to be venomous. All right, everyone. I'm gonna be off live now. Thank you for joining me today. I will post it in 5 minutes. I will stop posting it. And I will see you guys later. Thank you. Have a good day, you guys. Bye, Taras.